What is going on, everybody? It's DK with RPM Gaming, where we talk about retro PC and mobile gaming. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and stick around for the latest retro rewind at the end of the video. So today's video is going to be a little bit of a in case you missed it, because there is a lot going on out there. So have you guys heard of a game called Fantasian? The original Fantasian was released in 2021 and only on the Apple Arcade. It was developed and published by Mistwalker. This was a really great game on iPhone. The game contained more than 150 handcrafted dioramas, which would let you navigate the characters through them. It also featured a unique item called the Dimension, which would actually let you save up your random enemy encounters to a certain number and then fight them all in one battle in turn-based style combat. This would let you explore more of the game without interruption. Once the Dimension battles start, different power-ups and perks would be available, such as increased attack power and stealing enemy turns. Later this year, Square Enix is re-releasing Fantasian called Fantasian Neo Dimension for the Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, and of course Steam. The new release will have English and Japanese voiceovers for all cutscenes and some optional scenes, 4K visuals for systems that support them, and a new normal difficulty, as the first iteration of the game was pretty challenging. I, for one, am excited about this one. Next up, let's talk about Deck Filter. If you're a Steam Deck owner, you might want to check out an app called Deck Filter. It's a Steam Deck companion app that links to your Steam account. The app lets you see how many hours you've logged on each of your games, as well as which games are verified. It has a lot of other cool features as well. One of my personal favorites is how it tells you the amount of hours it takes to complete the story, how many hours it takes to complete the story plus extras, and last of all, how many hours for full completion. You can also set up filters to recommend a game from your library or your wish list based on how much time you have to play. It's $4.99 on the App Store. Have you guys heard of the MCON V1 controller for iPhone?
There's a young man who has a YouTube channel called Eternal Progression who's designed his own MagSafe game controller for iPhone.
It's a slider controller like the PSP Go model. I gotta say I'm interested in this thing. It looks pretty cool. I've only seen the prototype he has, but this looks like it could be a pretty great controller. The form is super portable and compact. I really hope he keeps working on this. I've heard some people say that they're not interested because of the thumbsticks, due to them not having the height or size of a regular controller thumbstick. But for the size and pocketability of this controller, I'm willing to give it a shot. You can even detach the controller completely and use it like a regular Bluetooth controller. This is definitely one I'll be keeping an eye on.
Latest Retro Rewind!
The latest Retro Rewind is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves on the original Nintendo Entertainment System, coming to us from all the way back in November of 1991. There was also a version released for the original Game Boy. The game is based on the film of the same name, and was the cover game for the July 91 issue of the Nintendo Power magazine, even though it wasn't released until 4 months later. The game has several different gameplay styles throughout it, the main being an overhead top-down perspective where you play as Robin Hood through the different environments battling enemies. There's a side view playstyle for the one-on-one duels, which also features different controls, which allow the player to jump, guard, and of course attack. And last but certainly not least was the horse races, which used a combination of side and top-down views. This involved guiding the horse to jump over various rocks and debris in order to win the race or outrun the enemy. The melee mode was always a personal favorite. This took place from a larger overhead view where Robin and his merry men clashed against enemy soldiers in an all-out battle for survival. A lot of furious button mashing went on in these battles. There was also a loose equipping system that would let you use just about anything for a weapon. When you first meet one of the merry men, he's using a chicken leg. Yes, you heard right, a chicken leg. Even though I never completed the game, it still brings back a lot of fond memories on the NES. So if you have the time, grab a drumstick and check out Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves on the NES.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. And once again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and check out the last video on iOS customization for RetroArch. And we'll see you next time on RPM Gaming.